Ever wondered how a simple card can still look luxurious and high end? Well, the secret is all in the paper. Hello, crafty friends, and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm taking a closer look at the stunning textures inside the Your Paper Insider box number 14. I'll be pairing a gorgeous pink non-shed glitter cardstock with some deep shiny purples, and we will be creating a Ferris wheel. I'll walk you through how to layer these specialty papers for maximum impact without the mess. Now, here's a look at the beautiful papers we saw in Your Paper Insider box number 14. If you're new here or curious about Your Paper Insider, well, it's a quarterly subscription box that delivers curated papers, coordinating cardstocks, specialty textures, and creative surprises right at your door. Now, every 3 months, you will get a new box designed to spark fresh ideas and to take your crafting to the next level, saving you time on color choices and giving you a stash you'll love to work with. Now, these papers are part of the latest subscription box, which is box number 14, and it has some absolutely gorgeous, beautiful colors and patterns. If you want to take a closer look at each of the papers, I do have a video where I show the unboxing and talk a little about each of these beautiful textured papers. Check out the link in the description box for the unboxing video of this absolutely gorgeous set of papers. For today's project, I really wanted to focus on creating a clean and simple birthday card, but without skipping out on those beautiful, sparkly, and shiny details. I love how specialty papers can instantly elevate a design even when the layout itself stays minimal. Well, for my card today, I decided to use the Ferris wheel die set from Simon's Stamp for this card. Even though it's still pretty cold where I live, I was definitely in mood for something fun and a little nostalgic, something that felt like summer and carnival vibes. This die set felt like the perfect choice for that. The set includes all the pieces you'll need to create a fully layered Ferris wheel, starting with a sturdy base, a beautifully detailed wheel, and individual cars that are just waiting to be filled with color and personality. There's even a small heart die included, which adds a sweet little accent and ties in perfectly for a birthday card. This Ferris wheel die set lets you cut out 12 individual cards, which gives you plenty of room to play with color and texture. I decided to cut 6 of those cards using light pink non-shed glitter cardstock, while the rest of the 6 was cut using violet curious metallic cardstock. I also went ahead and die cut a small heart using the red brushed metallic cardstock. Now, this particular cardstock is from box number 13, which is the previous subscription. The current box number 14 does include the same in bright gold shade, which would be a beautiful alternative for this design as well. Now, off camera, I die cut all these pieces and I like to store them in this little tray by Glassport Studios. Now for my base of this Ferris wheel and the large circular frame, I use the Environment Honeycomb cardstock, which is a brighter take on your classic craft color. And I felt it tied in perfectly with the rest of the palette. It grounds all of the sparkle while still keeping the look soft and cohesive, which really helped maintain the light, airy tones I had in mind for this particular card design. Now it's time to assemble our Ferris wheel. I started by adding a small thin foam tape to the base where the circular wheel will be attached. Now you could absolutely adhere these two pieces directly with liquid glue, but foam tape adds just the touch of dimension without making the design feel bulky. Next, I glued each of those Ferris wheel cars into place, alternating between pink and purple pieces to keep the color balance nice and even. I'm using the Simon's Stamp liquid glue here, and because these little cars are quite delicate, I made sure to use the tiniest amount possible so nothing seeps out around the edges. Even though I'm working with a thicker glitter cardstock, one of the things that I really love about the non-shed glitter papers by Your Paper Insider is how beautifully they cut through, even with intricate and delicate dies like these. Now, if you ever find that detailed die doesn't cut cleanly on your first pass, I recommend running it through your die cutting machine a couple of times until you get a crisp, clean result. Since these die cut pieces are quite tiny, I like to hold them using my reverse tweezers. This makes placement so much easier and more precise compared to trying to work with my fingers, especially when dealing with delicate details like this one. Now, once my main focal point was finished, it was time to choose a background. I wanted to keep the design very clean and simple using soft light tones, so I went with the Opal Oyster Pearl Gloss Shimmer paper. Now, this paper has the most beautiful high gloss shine to it, truly stunning in real life. The camera honestly does not do justice, and it's easily one of my favorite papers in the collection. To add a bit of a subtle interest to the background, I die cut this panel using the Simon's Stamp 82 postage die, which gives that lovely scalloped postage stamp style edge. It adds texture and detail without taking away from the focal point. Now, instead of adhering the Ferris wheel directly onto the background, I added thin strips of foam tape behind the entire die cut piece. This step did take a little extra time, but the added dimension really helps the Ferris wheel stand out, and finished result was absolutely worth all the effort. It's now time to work on the sentiment, and for this card I chose the modern scrapbook stamp set. I absolutely love this set. Just look at how beautiful these sentiments are. Now, this set has such a versatile mix of modern memory keeping essentials with phrases that work perfectly for cards, mini albums, planners, and even traditional scrapbooking projects. Now, for this card, I selected two sentiments. The main sentiment reads Best Moment Ever, and I paired it with a smaller sub sentiment that says Hope your birthday is one to remember. I stamped both these sentiments onto black cardstock and heat embossed them using white embossing powder, which creates a bold, high contrast look against that beautiful background. Now, this stamp set does come with coordinating die set, which was included as part of one of Simon's card kits. I used the coordinating die to cut out the main sentiment, which says "Best Moment Ever," and then cut two additional pieces of cardstock to layer behind it. This gives the sentiment a bit of a lift and helps it to stand out on the card. You could definitely use foam tape behind the sentiments to give it a pop or dimension, but for delicate sentiment strips like these, I prefer adding additional layer of cardstock to give it a stronger hold and better stability. I layered each of those layers using liquid glue, and then we can place it on the center of our Ferris wheel. I did glue my little red heart on the center of the Ferris wheel and layered the sentiment right below it. I absolutely love the bright red heart layered right at the center of the Ferris wheel. That pop of red definitely adds the perfect touch of contrast and really stands out against the soft pastel tones of all the other elements on the card front, helping draw the eye right to the center of the design. Next, I went ahead and adhered my smaller sub-sentiment, which I die cut using a label die. Just like I did for my main sentiment, I did cut two extra layers of the same label shape to stack behind it, adding a subtle dimension and keeping the look cohesive with the rest of the design. Since there's already quite a bit of dimension on both the focal point and the sentiment strips, I decided to adhere the entire card front directly onto a light purple card base using liquid glue. This keeps everything balanced without adding any extra bulk. And with that, my very clean and simple birthday card is complete. I love how the soft pastels, sparkling papers, and that little pop of red came together to create this fun, cheerful design. I hope you enjoyed watching today's video and got inspired. I'll be sure to leave links of all the products that I used to create this project down in the description box below. Please note that all of these links are affiliate links, which means that if you shop using one of my links, I'll get a small commission at no cost to you guys. Thank you again for joining me today. Until next time, stay safe.